card, endorsements,
everything changes.
Concerts, venues that would get opened for you. You know, somebody will open our O2 Arena and say this guy can come in because he has won a Grammy.
Afro-Jamaican says American Civil War had nothing to do with slavery. Talk to us, Afro-Jamaican. Maybe tell us what maybe we missed in American history class.
What did he say?
He says the American Civil War had nothing to do with slavery. So maybe there's something we missed in American history. Afro-Jamaican,
maybe he mistyped.
No, I think he meant what he typed. But maybe
no. He typed what he meant.
He typed what he meant.
I think he typed what he meant, or he meant what he typed.
I think
both of them
somewhere there was a disconnect. There were late.
So he said American Civil War had nothing to do with slavery. Absolutely nothing. So Afro-Jamaican, we want to hear the strength of your reasoning, because we're always open to maybe ideas we've not had before. But please talk to us. Tell us what exactly you mean by the Civil War.
That's what Brother Garvey
had
said.
Nothing to do with slavery. And then
can I express shock in Jamaican? Bomba! Oh, never mind. Carry on.
No, we will wait to hear what Afro-Jamaican has to say. And then Pablo is reminding us that Pastor Mackenzie was sentenced to a year yesterday without fines for operating a TV studio. He still has other charges for the killings. So he's gonna start with the Onyuro one, which is a year.
No, and you see, when they say a year, you're gonna get credit for time you've already served, because they've been holding him in custody.
He's been in there for a year, right?
So then I think he's gonna get credit for that. I don't know whether maybe Pablo can tell us if they do that in the Kenyan legal system, because over here you're gonna get credit for time.
You get time.
Yeah.
If you're in custody, yes.
Yeah. So yes. So moving on, let's go to the month of I think we're in the month of May, and in the month of May there was the issue of the finance bill that was happening, like taxing of everything: income tax, rental tax, housing levy, VAT, TAV, betting tax, tax on content creators, tax on digital assets. We talked about that so much. We're going to skip that. We also talked about issues about childhood poverty, social media, flaunting wealth on social media. Also quite an interesting conversation. In the month of May, let me see. In the month of May, no, we're going to talk about that later. So in the month of May, we had only 2 episodes. We're going to talk about why we had only 2 episodes in the month of May.
Wow.
Then in the month of June, we also had only 2 episodes. So this was the period when, I don't know, what was happening. But we missed a whole 4 episodes. We're going to talk about that.
Maybe it was another guy who was on the road.
I don't know. We're going to talk about that. But we had Hilary Teller in studio in June. That's when we started talking about relegation rugby, because Kenya had already been relegated.
Which meant there was no LA7s.
No. This was in June.
No LA7s coming. At that point.
Yeah, so exactly. So this is what, he came to studio and he talked about this. And he also gave us some insight behind what happened to get our rugby to the low point it is today. It was a very interesting conversation. And that was Hilary Teller. It of course goes without saying that he's a former Changerian, the Congress of Highly Advanced. Let me not even finish it. And then we talked to Nonini on the 16th of June, GENGE in the Grammy Awards. Omosha, I want you to talk about that.
Nanene. There was so when we talked to Nonini, we were talking to Nonini because the Grammys had just issued a statement saying that there was a new category for music from Africa, and then there were genres within that music, one of which was Genge, of which Nonini was pivotal in bringing that around, bringing that about, right? So there was Genge in there. There was Amapiano. There was I think Afrobeat. There was I'm missing something, and bongo flavor was
quite a number
was
of
in there.
genres. Yeah.
There was quite Mapuka, I think, was in there. So like pretty much every space within Africa in terms of genre were being touched.
Nice.
The beauty of it happening now is that Africa was no longer sharing with other countries in what they call a world country, world category, because then now you'd be sharing with what Spanish music, Spanish music, with others. You'd be sharing that space. So now Africa by itself is being judged on its own merit of its own, type of music, and the genres within that. And subsequently, Nonini even released a track, which, guess what, would be in consideration since it's
Kiroro remix.
It's a Genge song. It was released within the year 23, and which means it would be potentially considered for a Grammy or for Grammy nomination in the year 2024. Nice. So basically, it's you'd have to release it before the year was out. There's certain things that you need to do, and I think then also if you really want to submit, you campaign, and there's also a whole other thing behind being in the Grammys and getting to be one of the people who actually vote. So it's basically for one to get nominated or at least even win, you have to play a campaign game. So you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Kind of like the same thing that people are doing in Congress, and in order to get in and be one of the people, we know people who are actually on the Grammy board, very good friends of ours, Josek and Justo are on it. So in order for one to be nominated, you need three people. So you need three, when I say to be nominated, to the board, not to be nominated from the music, so that you can be one of the people who's actually going to be voting, so you can get on the voting block. And there's actually quite a number of Kenyans who are on there. They may not necessarily know who else is there, because also then I think Kenyans, we tend to keep quiet about these sorts of things. But if we know and you build and you have a
network,
then that's how you would end up say, okay, Jamaicans will vote with you guys on this. You guys, when Africa comes through and we have like three of these artists that are coming through, at least angalau mchukwe mtu moja. But it is possible to do that and then say, okay, raundi hii pengine Nonini akule. Next round pengine Burna Boy akule. Next round pengine nani akule. And it is possible to do that. And that way everybody gets to win, and the fact that you're now a Grammy winning artist, not Grammy nominated, but Grammy winning, makes a heck of a difference in terms of your fees, your rate card, endorsements,
everything changes,
concerts, venues, doors that would get opened for you. You know, somebody will open our O2 Arena and say this guy can come in because he has won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? He's not just a chap who's saying at I want to come in here and get an audience. No, the person won a Grammy. So it carries a lot of weight with it. So as Africa, this is big. It's big, it's huge, and the fact that Genge is one of the genres that they're recognizing, that speaks a lot of volume.
Okay. So we're gonna wait to see, like which Genge songs are gonna get nominated for the Grammys. Well, when is the Grammys usually? Is it in
it's normally around February.
Around February. And when do the nominations start kicking in?
I think, is it November?
Okay,
I think November, December.
That's when they announce.
November. That's when they announce.
Okay, so they haven't announced so far.
No.
On the 1st of December.
I don't think I haven't had anything. Okay. So around, they should be announcing sometime around. I think around now. Maybe the one is quite delayed because remember the other one was. Because to me, the last one was delayed.
Yeah, because to me, I think your value as an artist already changes, even if you just get even without winning.
Nomination,
Just a nomination.
Yes, the nomination is
Yeah,
it changes the plateau. It changes where you are. It's like I guess participating in Olympics or something. You know what I'm saying? Because you are there in the final race. You may not have won, but uliingia.
Okay.
November 10th.
November 10th.
They happen November 10th for 2024.
for 2024
They already in it.
I think
Okay, so then I think then
So
maybe
check
maybe
the Africa one. I wonder if if he would go in under, because that would be for songs that were released in 23, I think.
okay.
And
No, but songs released in 23. What if you release a song in 23 November?
I think it's 23 up to a certain point. I don't know where the cutoff is. I know there's a cutoff.
Or maybe this is for Grammy now 2025, not 2024.
No, it has to be.
No, I'm saying
The song.
I'm saying the song.
Oh,
like Nonini's song. Maybe it
I
might
know
be
he was.
eligible
I know
for-
he was pushing. So Nons, if you're listening,
Yeah.